Yeah, yeah. Cut it, cut it, cut it, cut it.
Alright, 6:25, getting out a little late today. Woke up late, drinking this water, and then I'm gonna go out and start the walk. Let's get it. What do you know, it's raining. Woke up early, got dressed. I'm gonna start checking the weather now before I start, getting ready. I could be sleeping right now. So I ended up staying anyway, even though I didn't get to do cardio. I got to work on YouTube, got Adobe Photoshop for my thumbnails, and I got, what was it, After Effect? Oh no, Final Cut for, video editing. So I might move from iMovie to Final Cut, who knows. I'll check it out and see what it can do for me. I was trying to get After Effect, but yeah, I couldn't really find that. But, Final Cut and Adobe Photoshop 2016 will do. Pretty excited about that. Basically, it's raining, so I didn't get to go on my walk. So I just basically stayed up anyway and did the whole miracle morning thing. Made my bed, re-racked some dishes from the dishwasher, finishing comments on YouTube. So I wish I could go on a walk, but I made the best of it. On my way to get a haircut because of the weekend. I'm going to Shaky Beats Music Festival, so that should be pretty fun. I'm gonna try and get my workouts in, but I think it's gonna be hard because these are like full day events, and who knows how tired I'm gonna be after partying all weekend and shit. But I'll definitely be likely to be able to work out on Friday, so gonna get that haircut, look fresh for the weekend. Leaving the barber. Just went to Walmart, got me a Monster, because I looked it up, and the erythritol, that shit that has 2 carbs in it, diabetics use it, and it's just a sugar alcohol, and it doesn't raise any insulin or have any calories whatsoever. So I was afraid to drink Monsters during my fast, but now because of those 2 carbs, but now I looked it up and it seems like we're good to go. So, and I need to pick me up because I've had like 9 hours of sleep in the past 2 days. There's nothing like an ice cold Monster. So I broke my fast around 2:45. It's now 3:30, and just want to show y'all what I ate. Some customers brought in some pastries. They're like Mexican pastries. I pretty much just typed in Mexican cookie, and it was pretty large, so I just picked one that was 300 calories, and then I ate 2 Fuji apples. And I also ate some Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, I just wanted to give you all a little update, about the apples and the pastry. And basically, I had a 16-hour fast, and because I stopped eating around 10 p.m. last night, and then I started eating around 2:45. So that means it's been 16 hours since I've been fasted, including my sleep. And now I'm just breaking it today, doing a shorter fast because the longer I go on with the caloric deficit, it seems like I'm getting hungrier and hungrier earlier as the month goes on. So we'll keep track of this and see where I'm at in the coming, days and weeks. Another shoulder workout. Today, I went in with an expectation. So I was thinking, last time I had a bad shoulder workout, this time better be a good shoulder workout. So what other way to make it a good workout other than breaking a PR? So I did 165 pounds today, which you're going to be seeing later. And overhead press, I really haven't done much overhead press at all if you look at my whole 9 to 10 years of lifting. So
Actually a new movement for me. I've only been doing it for about a half a year, and I've improved a lot. I used to be only able to do 135 pounds, so 165 is pretty good for me. So we're moving on to 155 now, and I believe this is the real-time 165. So it's not the prettiest form, but I power it through. I do not suggest doing this because I hurt my back, but it goes to show you how powerful it is to go in with an expectation. If you go in and you expect to kill the workout, chances are you will. And if you go into a set and you think you're going to fail the weight, chances are you will. So it is a real big skill to hone in on the way your mind works and just to trick it into expecting a certain result even. So that also falls into going in with a game plan. If you're seeing wasting too much time thinking about the next exercise, or you don't have something else to go to because your gym is busy and the machine that you want to do or the workout you want to do is taken, you need to have another option ready and available in your mind so you don't get put set behind and you'll lose your pump or lose your stamina or the flow that is going at the time. And you guys want to master the technique. Even though I just started doing these palm facing the ceiling front deltoid exercises, supinated, I've tried to master the technique. You have to get the contraction correct. You want to see if your joints are hurting, and if you want to see if it's a certain form that you can continue to do in the future. So a conservative form that's easy to progress in strength, for example. A good exercise for an example of that would be chest. You pick a certain gripping and you continue to do that every time. And that's what I'm going to be doing with this, but adjusting every once in a while to see what I really like. Moving on to the lateral raises, and this comes down to mastering the movement as well and throwing the technique in there. So at the very top, I am holding it for a split second in real time, but since it's sped up a little bit, it kind of doesn't show itself on camera. But I am holding at the top. I am bending my arms a little bit so I don't put too much pressure on my joints. And by holding at the top, that creates a negative force that's going to tear more muscle fibers on the way down. So if you can tear muscle fibers on the way up or contracting it initially, and then on the contraction on the way back, doing negatives, you'll burn more calories. And that applies to these rear delt flies as well. And I would say it works even more for those because they're such small muscles that you need every bit that you can give them. Now moving on to the abs. The other lifetime ab machine, it's freaking broken. So I don't know how someone broke it, but the seat's all crooked and shit. Like that's like my usual start off for ab machines, but we'll use this machine. I'm not really a fan, but if you do enough of them, they will burn. And if you do them at the end of your exercise, they probably won't work right. But at least we have 100-pound dumbbells so we can do these oblique crunches. Just keep the weight away from your leg. Try not to drag your leg. And just go completely to the side. And make sure you're doing that. You can do so by looking into the mirror to your left or right, or the mirror right in front of you. So, or just looking down at your hips so you can see if you're leaning back or forward too much, because At that point, it becomes a back exercise. So if you're going to increase the weight, make sure you're going in the right direction, because if you go too forward, you're using more back, and that defeats the purpose. And you probably look stupid. But now we're moving on to the leg raises. Try not to swing on these. A good way not to swing is to bring it all the way down, and right when you get perpendicular to the ground with your legs facing the ground, you apply pressure to move back up. So it's almost like my legs hit a brick wall, but I'm kind of just making the effect myself, if that makes sense. So once it reaches a certain point, I bring my feet up, and it's almost like someone's pushing my feet down. If you ever seen someone push someone's feet down on this exercise. Now we are doing a physique update. I just want to speak to you all instead of just having y'all look at me flex, but I've been working hard on my chest, my back, and my shoulders. My abs, I've always really worked out my abs a lot, but I haven't come around for this cut. And that's because I don't want my abs to get too blocky, because in the past, after a certain maturity, they just grow in size and not really any definition or anything. And I feel like you get the definition from keeping your abs small and keeping a very low fat percentage. Doing the side tricep here. Triceps, I feel like they could be bigger. I didn't really emphasize on weighted dips at all, but I guess they did come in when I was doing more chest. Now the back, I feel like should be bigger as well, but I haven't been doing really much deadlifting, and if I deadlift over 405 consistently, I feel like my back will get thicker for sure. I'm trying to look like a physique competitor right now, just trying it out. But yeah, they don't really have poses, they just kind of like try to look big by flaring their lats out. That's pretty much it. I should be looking bigger as I cut more, so I'm going to get more definition and whatnot, and we'll see how I'm looking at the end of the month.
Trying out these ballpark flame grilled turkey with cheddar and jalapeno patty. Pretty macro friendly. Got 7 grams of fat, 1 carb, 17 grams of protein. I like. 9 ounces of chicken, 2 turkey patties and buns, and 1 protein shake. Mike and Gloria are over, and we're getting ready for Shaky Beats Festival. We're freshening up on the music. Because I'm not really in touch with music these days. I just work and work out, like. Alright guys, what time is it? 12:09 p.m. It's getting late. I am backed up on sleep. I got like 9 hours of sleep the past 2 days. I've already said this, but today was a good day, man. I hit my PR on my overhead press, 165 pounds. Wasn't the prettiest rep, but I still got it. It was something about last time I did shoulders. Like, it was so bad. Like, I was weak. I was blaming carbs. I was blaming Las Vegas. And I kind of just built it all up and unleashed it today, and I just made it a point that I was going to get my PR on the overhead press. So I did it. And we just did progressive overload on everything else and try to get that good burn. So overall, today was a good day. I like trying the 16-hour fast. I think since my progress is pretty decent so far, that maybe I'll just continue doing the 16-hour fast and not try to push it till 20 hours or after my workout and have a fasted workout. But yeah, minimum, if you want to do intermittent fasting, just do 16 hours. So this Shaky Beats weekend, it's just going to be a test of, am I going to keep my gains? Well, I know I am, because we're going to be burning a lot of calories, jumping up and down everywhere and walking around. So all I have to do is maintain a caloric deficit and lay off the alcohol. And I'll probably keep, or bounce around the same 170-pound range. But guys, as you can see, I'm not letting recreation and priorities affect each other. I kind of find a balance and I take care of it. If I'm gonna be drinking a lot this weekend, then maybe I should just eat 1,600 calories and then drink low calorie alcohols like vodka or Bud Light, for example. And if I'm going out to like an all-day event, I'm not going to intermittent fast and then have that interrupt what I'm doing later in the day. I'm going to eat just regular meals. I'll probably eat a large meal for lunch, and then that way I don't have to be eating later in the day, and I'll just have to break through that hunger if I do get any. But that pretty much sums it up for today. I had a pretty good back workout. So that pretty much sums it up for today. I feel like I had a pretty good shoulder workout. All right, guys, appreciate your time. Thanks for the support, and definitely like this video because it really helps me get exposure. And the more exposure I have, the more subscribers I may get. And leave a comment or a question if you have any, okay? See y'all next episode.
Cut it, 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 cut it.